Just the show itself, that beat is still banging, by the way. That's crazy. What's up, Bun B? Carl Duke's Infinity Sports Network. I love it when the listeners of this show, and we go outside of just the show itself, the program. You know, it's on Sundays, 6 to 10. I do some other stuff with the network. But the bottom line is, for this particular show, when you guys hit me up, after the show's done or even in the middle of the week, you know, something that was said on the show and you're like, Dukes, put them up. And you hit me up. I absolutely love it. One, because whatever is going on this program is resonating with you. But two, I like the interaction and the conversation. So one of my favorite callers on this show, she's amazing. Her name's Sabah. And she calls in, you know, frequently when she has an opportunity, and she always brings it. I mean, literally, I can tell you from the first time she ever called this show, I was like, genius. She's bringing it. So we have had this huge debate since the summer when I said that the 49ers should not have paid Brock Purdy. And for those of you who haven't heard this conversation, I'll just simply say this. I asked the question that he does nothing exceptionally well. He doesn't have great arm talent. His playmaking, he's not a difference maker when you talk about putting a team and elevating a team on his back. But they paid him $53 million per season. And you made that decision. And I talked about having McCaffrey and Debo at the time and Ayuk and Kittle. And my point was I'd look great. So last week, the 49ers win. And immediately, bloop, bloop, I get a message from Sabah. So, and she doesn't sound like this, but she was kind of messing with me a little bit. And she says, did you see what Purdy did today? Oh, you still think he's nothing special? And I said, well, time out. But let's talk about what Purdy did today. Because Purdy had 2 picks last week, and he should have had 3. He throws a ball in the end zone, and Jake Tonjes, who's their third-string tight end, okay, because Kittle left the game, basically makes a play that should have been an interception. He threw it right to the defensive back. And his numbers, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, should have had 3 picks on the day. The defense won the game last week. When Seattle was held to 4 3-and-outs, okay, each half, Robert Saleh, and you're seeing the difference on the defensive side of football. And I'm going to get back to Purdy in a second. But they only gave up 3 yards a carry the entire game to Seattle. You talk about a banged-up McCaffrey. McCaffrey had 69 yards rushing. He had 73 yards receiving on dinks and dunks. So he accounted for 142 combined yards. That's not Brock Purdy. That's not Purdy carrying them. And it's deceiving if you didn't watch the game and you just hear San Francisco won and Purdy threw a game-winning touchdown. Go watch the play. It should have been a pick. So he throws it. I think the guy was, who was it? Rig Woolen, I believe it is. I think it was Woolen for Seattle. Either way, he said Woolen after the game was like it bounced off of him and Tonjes grabs the ball, literally. So my point about this is, Purdy, who's not going to play, and again, he's injured, turf toe injury. He's not going to play. He's be out 3 to 5 weeks. And as I said to Sabah, the defense won the game. They held Seattle to 230 total yards. Seattle was 30% on third downs. That's not Purdy. Nick Bosa ends up getting a strip of Sam Darnold at the end of the game, recovering it, game over. That's not Purdy. So he should be buying Jake Tonjes dinner for the rest of the year, as I told her, because it made him look better than what he actually is. So here's the irony. Who's taking over for Brock Purdy? Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. Kyle Shanahan, what do you think about Mac Jones?
Real similar in terms of how they play the game. They're both extremely tough. They both can distribute the ball. I don't know who has a faster 40. Brock stays a little bit better of a scrambler, but they're close to similar.
So you mean he's not exceptional at anything? You mean you could probably throw anybody in there in your system, Kyle, and they would probably be successful. Is that what you're saying? Let me hear Kyle Shanahan again as he compares Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones to Purdy.
Real similar in terms of how they play the game. They're both extremely tough. They both can distribute the ball. I don't know who has a faster 40. Brock could say he's a little bit better of a scrambler. But they're close to similar.
Similar. But you paid $153 a year. What I'm telling you is, and this is what I've been telling you, that the system makes quarterbacks great. Go look at his run. Go look at his tenure. I'm just not a believer. And don't you dare go back to last week. He should have blown the game. If Woolen catches the interception, it's a wrap. But he got lucky. And that's fine. But this whole conversation stems back to me telling you he does nothing exceptionally well, and his coach then says the guy that's filling in for him this week is similar. Yeah, he can do exactly what he does. It's no big deal. Because he doesn't do anything exceptionally well. 888-710-4ISN. That's the number, 888-710-4476. He's not Josh. He's not Lamar. He's not Mahomes. Hell, I don't even think he's Herbert. And everybody who always says this, I love this. This is the best thing. I had a guy hit me up, again, beyond the show, and you can find me and put him up across all social media platforms, and many of you have. Guy hits me up. I don't know what you're talking about, man. We won without Purdy before. We'll win again. And I'm like, okay, won what? What did you win? You didn't win a Super Bowl. Let's not act as if the San Francisco 49ers franchise isn't about Super Bowls. That's what they are about. A standard was built in the 80s. That's what that franchise is about. And when they're not competing for Super Bowls, it's not the same. So when you get to an NFC championship game and you advance as they have to a Super Bowl and then you lose, that's the realm we're talking about. But this whole thing like we're winning, what did you win? You didn't win anything. With or without Purdy? All right. Just wanted to lay that out. Because some of you just, as soon as the show is over, you're like, and we're not done, Dukes. As soon as I sign off and start my NFL football Sunday, you guys are coming at me. And another thing. And I'm like, wait a minute. Where's this coming from? Oh, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago. Oh, 3 months ago when I told you Purdy wasn't any good at anything. Exceptional. I don't want to say he's not good at anything. I mean, he was good at throwing it to the other team last week. What, too soon? 888-710-4476 is the